So guys, what's good? What's good? I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope everything's good wherever you guys are. So guys, there's Oscar De La Hoya. You know, his he always loves to give his comments. And Oscar has recently said that he feels that Terence Crawford would beat Canelo Alvarez. He first, he kind of made some weird statements because he first said that the bigger man would always win. And then afterwards, he said after what Crawford did to Spence, it was magic. I think Terence Crawford would beat Saul Canelo Alvarez. Now, a lot of people are going to say the man's salty. And look, I think Terence Crawford, is an unbelievable talent. And some people aren't going to like it. I think right now he's better than Canelo. I don't think there's any doubt about that. He's on a different level right now. I mean, he stopped a guy. Like, a lot of people don't realize that, like, Errol Spence, he stopped a guy that people thought was pound for pound one of the best out there. And so now people are saying, that Errol Spence wasn't that good. No, Errol Spence was very good because Errol Spence beat everybody else in the welterweight division. And the welterweight division is one of the best divisions, stacked division in boxing. And, Terence Crawford went through him like he was nobody. Like, literally, Terence Crawford beat him up like he was crap. And Errol Spence isn't crap, but he beat him like he was a nobody. Now that to me that's one of the best performances I've ever seen. I haven't seen a better performance than that. I don't think at that level, at that height, like that made Mayweather's performance against Pacquiao look like nothing. He literally cleaned Errol Spence up, like battered him. He made a fight which everybody was saying was going to be 50-50. For years. It's like Canelo Golovkin. It's like if Canelo went in there and absolutely made Golovkin look like because this was the hype around this fight. It was like Canelo Golovkin. Obviously, maybe it wasn't as big financially because those guys were bigger. They have a bigger fan base, etc. But Terence Crawford went in there and did that to Errol Spence at that level. I mean, I haven't seen that kind of performance. Right now, Terence Crawford is a special talent. But for Oscar to say that he beats Canelo Alvarez, I think, is a bit far-fetched because the weight and size difference made is a huge part. If they were the same size, I think Terence Crawford may win that. I think Terence Crawford wins, in my opinion. Just because I think Terence Crawford right now, the man's ridiculous. He's ridiculous fighter. Like, he can fight in both stances. He's very ungainly. He's got long arms. He's fast. He's got very fast feet. He's got power. He's got great ring IQ. I mean, the man's got everything. Honestly, he's got everything. And now we can't even say that his resume is no good because that's rubbish. Yeah, because he's beaten everybody and he's beaten everybody. And let's be honest, he'll beat Danny Garcia. He'd beat Keith Thurman. He'd beat all those guys without question. And I don't really give anyone credit, but he just beat the best at the welterweight. He beat the best and he beat him emphatically. Like, I'm saying, dominated him, beat him up and made it look like that fight was a fight that everybody wanted to see for 5 years. Nobody wants to see the rematch anymore. Nobody. People are saying Errol Spence shouldn't take the rematch. That's how badly he beat up Errol Spence. That people are now saying, no, Terence Crawford, Errol Spence shouldn't even take that fight because it's not even good for his health. That's how bad he beat up Errol Spence. And that shows how good Terence Crawford is because Errol Spence, like I said, is an elite fighter. He's a great fighter. And a lot of people are trying to underplay Errol Spence now. Don't, because Errol Spence is a great fighter. He just went in there with somebody that was even more special. And like I said, I had my doubts about Crawford for a long time. I don't have my doubts around Crawford anymore. I just think the guy's a phenomenon. I think he's a phenomenon. He's a generational talent, and we should accept that and accept how good he is. And accept what he's achieved. 2 weight division undisputed champion. I mean, you can't criticize the man. You can't criticize the man. You have to give the man full credit for what he's achieved. And you'd have to say that, it doesn't matter. Any fighter in the history Terence Crawford would have been a match for. He would have been able to give anyone problem because he's just a great fighter. He's a special talent. And the way he dominated Errol Spence, that was magic. Oscar De La Hoya is right. But to say that he would move up to 168 and beat Saul Canelo Alvarez, I think we need to hold our horses. I don't think that would happen. I think Canelo Alvarez is just too good. too big, too good, and I can't see how Canelo would lose that fight. Just because, look, man, when Canelo hits Crawford, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, that's gonna hurt, and Canelo will land. It doesn't matter how fast Crawford is. It doesn't matter how good his movement is, how good his IQ is. That's irrelevant because Canelo is also very good, and Canelo is also quite fast. He's deceptively fast. Amir Khan said, and Amir Khan likes Terence Crawford, and he likes Canelo. He likes both of them guys. He fought both of them. He said that I wouldn't like that fight for Crawford because I think Canelo would be too big. He would be too big. He would be too big. You know, Khan has had first-hand experience. Now, look, people will say Crawford's better than Khan. Yeah, he is. But that doesn't mean that just because he's better than Khan, and Khan had a bit of success with Canelo early on, that Crawford, it's the same thing. As soon as Canelo hits Crawford with some big shots, that's going to have a devastating impact. Devastating impact. I don't think people underestimate how much size, what different size plays in boxing. It plays a massive, massive part. It plays a massive part. What do you think that size? The size is a huge factor in boxing, and unfortunately, Crawford would suffer that against Canelo Alvarez. You know, he might be technically more gifted, but that's not going to win you a fight alone because Canelo Alvarez is also very good, very skillful fighter. Very fast, very powerful. So and Crawford shots won't have the kind of effect on Canelo. So yeah, that's my take on it. But leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Love to know your opinion, guys. And I'll see you guys in the next video. See you. Bye.